Hello and welcome to another video from Minus Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we are looking at something that is now quite old, very collectible, and becoming increasingly more difficult to find, especially in this mint unused condition. Now we are looking at today a black cardboard box. Aha, you say. But no, inside we will be looking at the 1994 release by Applause from their series of Star Trek The Next Generation Figural Mugs. And this particular one we are looking at today is of none other than the Federation's deadliest enemies, the Borg. And this is the box that it comes in. And obviously it's all based on the Star Trek The Next Generation television series, which was an American science fiction television series. It was created by Gene Roddenberry, and it originally aired from September the 28th, 1987, through to May the 24th, 1994. The series spanned 178 episodes over 7 seasons. Now, Star Trek Next Generation was the third series in the Star Trek franchise. It followed Star Trek the original series and Star Trek the animated series. And the series is set in the latter third of the 24th century, when Earth is part of the United Federation of Planets, and it follows the adventures of the Starfleet starship, or the Starfleet's flagship starship, the USS Enterprise NCC 1701D, in its exploration of the Alpha Quadrant and the Beta Quadrant in the Milky Way galaxies. So 7 seasons, total of 179 episodes produced, and each episode had a budget of $1.3 million. So calculate that by 178 episodes, and that tells you how much money was ploughed into Star Trek The Next Generation. And incidentally, right from finishing filming the final episode of the Star Trek Next Generation, which was All Good Things Part 2, they left the set and went straight to the set for Star Trek Generations and started recording Star Trek Generations. So there we are. Anyway, this particular item we're looking at today is based on the Borg that appeared in Star Trek Next Generation. Subsequently have obviously since appeared in Star Trek Voyager and Star Trek Picard. I think they made an appearance in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and obviously also in Star Trek First Contact. Okay, so this is the box, and on the front of the box it says Star Trek Next Generation. You've got the Applause logo at the top there. You just got a starfield on the front, on the side, on the back, and on the other side. So there's not a lot to see. And on the bottom of the box it says, everyone loves to get Applause. Applause Inc., Woodlands Hill, California, 91365. TM and copyright 1984, Paramount Pictures, all rights reserved. Applause is an authorized manufacturer of Star Trek ceramic figural mugs, made in Indonesia. 45849 is the item number, and it says Borg mug. It says do not microwave, not dishwasher safe, and you have the barcode at the bottom there. Okay, that's the box. What we're going to do now, we're going to open it out, we're going to take it out, and we're going to have a damn good look at this particular mug. Okay, so I've removed the mug from the box, and it comes with this certificate of authenticity. And there's the mug. Let's turn it around a little bit so we can have a look at the side view. But let's look at this first. So this is it. It says Star Trek Next Generation Figural Mug, certificate of authenticity. And if we open it up, it says we hereby certify that this Star Trek The Next Generation Borg Figural Mug is one of a limited first edition of 7,500 pieces crafted exclusively by Applause under license from Paramount Pictures. And on the back it's got everyone loves to get Applause, and you got the Applause logo and all the copyright and licensing information at the bottom there, which we read on the bottom of the box, so that's the same. Okay, and then we have the Borg mug. Now this, for me, I think this mug was the best in the series of figural mugs that Applause did. It's just so wonderful and so different, displays absolutely superbly. And as I say, really does look the part of the Borg. I mean, I suppose you really could get part of the ball wrong anyway, because it's just any face with the gadgets installed. But it does look absolutely brilliant. I'm not sure that I would ever use it to drink out of, but it is a wonderful looking mug. Really does look lovely. And on the bottom it says Applause Inc., TM and copyright 1994, Parpic, it's Paramount Pictures, made in Indonesia, 458499 item number, Borg, not dishwasher safe, do not microwave. So I'm guessing that the paint would come off or something like that. There's the inside there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure the height of the mugs. So from the bottom to the top, we are looking at, if I have my ruler the right way around, it might help. We are looking at about 13.5 centimeters from the very bottom to the very top. And if you measure across the width from the eye to the handle, we're about 14 centimeters. And I want to measure across the opening. So the opening one way is 5 centimeters and the other way is 6.5 centimeters. But it does open up. It opens up wider at the top but gets narrower at the bottom, as you can see inside the mug there. As I say, it's not something that I would use to drink my coffee out of. I do have a few of the Figural mugs in my cabinet at home, but they are literally just there for display purposes. They do not get used, nor would I ever let anybody use them, because they do look pretty awesome in display. And for me, this particular one is the best of the lot. So yeah, really nice ceramic mug. And yeah, limited edition, only 7,500 produced worldwide. This, as I say, this one is my favorite. Okay, there you go. Telling me, well, how well did they do back in 1994, Chris, when they were released? Well, these mugs done exceptionally well. As I say, they were all limited, so these ones were 7,500. I think some of them had a slightly larger number, and I believe there was a few that had a lower number. So, but all were very limited. But they sold very quickly originally. I can remember us again when we had the shop. We had the Figural mugs come in, and we put, I think originally there was about 5 or 6 that came in. And we had the mugs on a shelf on display, and underneath the shelf, we had the mugs piled up for customers to pick up, and they really done very well. I think within the first week we sold out all the stock, and we'd also sold the ones on display. We took them off the display shelf and gave them to the customers as they wanted them. So yeah, they done very well. That we were limited to which ones we could get back again, so I think it was a few weeks before we got some of them back in stock, but we couldn't get the whole lot because of the limited numbers on them. So, but yeah, I mean, overall a terrific range of items by Applause. Very good value at the time as well, and very popular with the customers. And don't forget, in 1994 Star Trek was absolutely huge. It was the largest sci-fi franchise in the world at the time, and merchandise was being released left, right and centre, and the demand for merchandise was huge by all the fans, especially of Star Trek: The Next Generation. So yeah, very popular. Okay, let's move forward to 2025, which is where we are today. So we're moving forward 26 years. Do these mugs come up for sale very often on the platforms these days? And the answer to that is no. You do see them occasionally pop up, various different states of condition. Some of them are just the loose mugs. Some are in the box but with no certificates. Some are like this one, brand spanking new, untouched. But you do need to look and read what you're looking at if you do intend to buy on a platform, because somebody's idea of very good condition could be somebody else's idea of acceptable condition. There is a big scope there of differences between people's opinions, so do be careful of that. do read the description and have a good look at the pictures of the item you're about to buy, so there's no disappointment afterwards. And also don't forget, some of the platforms use stock images and stock descriptions. So you could be looking at a mint unused item like this one. However, there's no new available, so the order automatically goes to the cheapest used item. And that might not be what you want. There could be ones with chips or broken handle, or missing the box and maybe missing the certificate of authenticity. So all sorts of different reasons. So if it doesn't say new and it only says used, click that used link and read what you're about to order to save any disappointments once the item's arrived. And it wouldn't be through the fault of the seller either, and it wouldn't be through the fault of the buyer. It's just simply the way the platforms work. You just need to remember that if it doesn't say new and it says used, to have a good look, click on that used link and read what you're about to order, so you're not disappointed and you don't order something you don't want. Now, alternatively, you don't need to go for any of that rigmarole. You can come straight to us at Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles, where what you see in front of you is exactly the item you will receive should you wish to order it. Now, these Figural mugs we have in stock, we've got quite a collection now, and they were all ex-shop stock that was unsold. We bought out a toy and comic book shop about 10 years ago now, I think, and we've just actually come round to getting the mugs out of that stock and making them available to our customers on the Midas Touch website. We do have a very nice selection. We don't have the full range, but I think we do have about 6 or 7 different mugs, which all come from the shop buyout. And as of today, they are available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Star Trek items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I'm absolutely positive this is something that you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you're looking for, something old you'd never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful vintage Star Trek The Next Generation Borg Figural mug with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next video. So bye for now.